Hello, B Nation. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Bernadette Washington. Welcome to B's Way of Life TV, where we do all things commentary, we do all things fashion. So, whatever we are kind of led to do, that's what we do over here on B Nation. I want to come on and introduce our new series that I'm going to start doing. There's about 4 or 5 stories that I want to share with you guys, and I call them my God encounters. So this will be the very first one that we do, and so it might be 4 or 5 videos after this one. They're just things that I want to share with you so it can encourage you to maintain your relationship with God. Continue to not only maintain it, but grow. Make sure you grow in the Lord every day. Make sure you're praying. Make sure you're studying your word. And make sure that you are making a difference in someone's life, whether it's through a smile, through a hug, or just by telling your God story. So this is one of many encounters that I've had with God, and I'm talking about a tangible experience that I think that will really help you in your faith and know that God cares about you. He's watching. He protects you because sometimes I think we don't believe that God protects us or He's not there. Trust me, He's there. So we know. So let's jump right into it. If, like I said, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't shack up with us. We would love to have you. It's free. And don't forget to leave a comment and make sure you hit that thumbs up button. So let's jump right into my God encounter. So as you've seen the title, God used me from allowing my apartment to burn down and just the entire apartment building to burn down. So it was one this is when I was living in Illinois, and I was just laying down watching TV in my like in my living room, and while I was just laying down casually, just relaxing, watching television, I could hear this soft spoken voice, the Holy Spirit saying to me, um, "Don't go to work tomorrow." Right? So when you first hear something like that, you're like, okay. And then maybe God knew. I guess I didn't take it as serious. Then I heard it again. Don't go to work tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And I was like, and I said to myself, I'm not sick of anything. I wonder why the Holy Spirit is telling me not to go to work tomorrow. I said, okay. So I was pretty sure that I was hearing the voice of the Holy Spirit, right, leading me not to go to work the very next day, which would have been that Monday. So then Monday comes around, I'll call out and say, "Hey Jim, I'm not coming in today. I'll see you guys on Tuesday." And then as I was getting ready for the day, so at the time of the day was maybe like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., somewhere up in there, y'all, between 9 and 11 a.m. So I was getting myself ready, taking a shower. And as I was taking a shower and stuff, I could smell something burning. And then at first, I don't know why I had to stop the shower, but I remember stopping the shower and I was like, and then I turned the water back on. Then I finished, got out of the shower, put it on my clothes, started putting on my clothes. Then I went to my oven and my stove, and I started smelling to see whether it was something coming from my stove. And there was nothing. Right, it wasn't on anything. I was like, well, let me just. I had a gas stove, so I said, so let me just see. So I was smelling, and I was like, I don't smell anything. So maybe I'll say around 10 o'clock, to me, it started smelling a little stronger. I had just moved into the apartment. Illinois had just separated from my estranged husband at that time, and this was many years ago, y'all. You're talking about maybe 15 years or so ago. Um, could have been a little longer than that. And I it just started getting stronger. So I opened the door, and to smell out in the hall, and I was like, I don't know. And then I started hearing this beep, 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 right? So I had just moved in. I didn't know whether that was the fire alarm I was hearing, or it was just someone in their apartment saying beep, beep, beep. So what I did, I said, you know what? I think I better go to the office. So I went down to the office. I said, hey, listen, I smell something burning, and I hear a beep, beep, but I don't know whether it's the fire alarm because I've never heard the fire alarm. I just moved in here. And so they was like, okay, Bernadette. Well, let me tell you this. Before that, there was a neighbor on the end, and I was like, "Hey, do you smell something?" And she was like, "Yeah, I smell something as well." So what they did, they just jumped in the car and left, and just didn't report it to the front desk, right? Didn't. So, but I did. Once I got dressed, I was like, "No, this is too strong. Let me go and hey, y'all, I smell something, and it smells like something is burning, and I hear a beep, and I'm not sure if it's the fire alarm." So they was like, "Thank you so much for letting me know." So the maintenance guy comes, and it was the apartment next door to me. Guess what happened? They left the pot on a gas stove. And just when the maintenance guy opened the door, I mean, the smoke gushed out, the fire alarm went off in the entire building, uh, uh, and the pot just caught on fire when we opened the door. It had just all before it was just you could see the pan, uh, you know it wasn't on fire yet, but you could see it had started burning. Just before we opened the door, the pot caught on fire. He ran in there and opened up the sliding door, and all the smoke started, going out that way as well. And then it hit me. Then it hit me. This is why the Holy Spirit told me to stay home. Now, if I had not listened, if I had just ignored that subtle voice that I was very clear that I heard, that I knew it was the Holy Spirit, because I know his voice. I know how he speaks to me. If I had just ignored all of that, not only was my place was going to be burned down because the apartment was right beside mine, the whole entire apartment building probably would have started burning down. And the other couple, they just jumped in their car and left. So see, this is why it is important that we listen to the Holy Spirit. We listen to that nudge, right? Don't second guess yourself when you really feel like the Holy Spirit is saying something to you. It really could be life or death. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that was very important for you guys to hear to help build your faith in knowing when you hear the voice of God, when you hear that nudge, do something. Do something. Just don't ignore it as it's something, oh, that's just me. It's not just you. So, out of our obedience of staying home, I had no reason, I had no, I couldn't fully understand why the Holy Spirit was telling me to stay home until that happened. And then I got it. He used me because he knew I was going to obey to keep a fire from happening. So I wouldn't be homeless and everybody else in the building wouldn't be homeless. So don't forget, always listen to the Holy Spirit. I hope that blessed you. Don't forget to leave a comment to let me know if you've had a God encounter. I would love to hear it. You guys have a great day, and I will see you guys on the um, next episode of My God Encounters. Y'all have a great day.